Hello boys and girls. For this week's project, we are going to be making a little fox. For our fox project, we are going to be using our colorful construction paper pad, a pencil, glue stick to put all the pieces together, and scissors to cut them out. To get started, we need to find the colored paper that we need from our book. We are going to move our tools aside and decide what color we want our fox to be. I made my fox orange because I wanted it to look a little bit more realistic, but you can choose any colors you want. I am going to choose a different color, maybe pink, so you can see it's okay to choose whatever color you want. Once you have a color you like, you are going to look at the seam of the book. You are going to take the paper you want and carefully pull it down towards you like this, not up, not straight out, down towards you very slowly and carefully so that it tears at the seam. I like these books because they tend to fall apart pretty easily, which means it's easier to pull the papers out. I have one pink, but I need to find two to make our fox because we're going to need one to make the head and one to make the ears. So I'm going to look for another pink, press down and pull towards me. If it rips a little bit, that's okay. We don't need the whole paper anyway. There we go. So now I have two for the main color of my fox. I need the color black for the nose and eyes. And a white or cream color for the ears and face of our fox. Once I have all the colors I need, I'm going to put all these papers back together, close it up, make it nice and neat, and put it aside for next time. I'm going to lay out my papers and make sure I have everything I need to create my project. Before we start cutting our paper, I really want us to take a look at some of the shapes that I used to create our fox. What shape do you see here? Yeah, a heart. There's also a heart here. And what do you think about the ears? I might have tricked you if you said triangle, but these are also hearts, just upside down. We have circles for the eyes, and notice I made them exactly the same size, and an oval for the nose. I'm going to show you how to make heart shapes and duplicates or doubles that look exactly the same by folding, drawing, and cutting paper. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to make the main shape of the head because that's where we'll be gluing all the different parts. We're going to pick one of the main color papers and put the rest aside. Remember, I decided to use pink instead of orange just to show that you can do whatever color you want. I want you to take this paper and we are going to fold it in half this way, like a card or a book. I'm lining up my edges very neatly, as neat as I can, and instead of squashing it, I'm going to run my fingers to the fold and press. This line right here is not only the fold, but it is our line of symmetry. Can you see the word symmetry? Great. Symmetry basically means that whatever happens on this side is going to happen on this side. They're the same on both sides, but reflect over. An example of something that is symmetrical is a butterfly. If your butterfly's body was in the center and one wing over here was blue with green dots, do you know what it would look like on this side? Blue with green dots, because they are same or symmetrical. A heart, if you cut it down the center, is also symmetrical, and that's the shape we're going to need. This is the time you're going to take your pencil and you are going to draw half a heart, but we want to draw it really big so that we have a big head for our fox. Start on the folded line. I'll make mine a little darker so you can see it a little bit better. You are going to take your pencil and start a little bit down. You're going to make a curved line going up and coming down towards the side here, and you're going to bring it in and go straight towards that bottom right here. And I'm going to trace over mine in a darker color so you can really see the line I've made. Much better. Do you see the half of heart? Now, I'm not going to draw the heart on this side because I do not need to. What you need to do is take this paper, fold it in half, and we're going to take our scissors. Do you see how my line starts and ends at the line of symmetry or the center of our paper? We're going to now cut. Once you cut it, you're going to open it up, and there you have your heart. We know it is symmetrical because it is the same on both sides. Same shape, same size, same line. That's how we're going to make the shape of the head and the shape of the face on the inside. Now we are going to take our cream paper and make a couple of more hearts. We need to make one for the face and for the inside of each ear. I'm going to put my pink heart aside, and I'm going to take the cream paper. Last time we folded it in half this way, but that's just not going to be enough space for all three hearts. So instead, we're going to turn our paper so that it is taller than it is wide, and we're going to fold it in half this way. We're going to slide and then we are going to draw our first heart. to draw our heart, we are going to try and stay about halfway down. We're going to make a dot, go up, down, and around. Let's see if I did it on the right side. I did. Notice how on the center line, I'll trace it again so you can see. On our line of symmetry, my heart touches in the center here and here. That means I will have one whole heart when I cut it out. If your heart went like this, that means when you cut it out, you would have two pieces of a heart. And that's okay if that happens. Now, we need to make two more hearts for the insides of the ears. We want to make sure our half a heart touches the line of symmetry, and they are about the same size. There's that one. And that one. They look like they could be about the same size. Let's count to see if we have enough. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Looks good to me, so let's fold it up and cut. There we go. I'm going to take my scraps and start a scrap pile with the pink scraps. It's important to keep our space neat so that we have plenty of room to do our work. I am going to take my pink heart and my larger cream or white heart, and I'm going to glue it down so that I don't lose any pieces. I am not ready to glue down the cream hearts yet because they need the outside border of pink. Do you see how my heart has some pencil lines on it from when I drew it? That's the side you want to put the glue on. That way, nobody sees the lines that we created to make our sheep. All they see is the beautiful heart. I'm going to take it, flip it over, and glue it down right in the middle with my folds lining up together. Perfect. Now let's make the ears. To make the ears, we are going to take our second pink paper, put this one aside, and we are going to fold this one in half. Let's fold it in half the tall way again so we know we have plenty of room. Take the paper, fold it up, line up the sides, fold and fold. I am going to take one of my hearts, leave it folded, and line it up on the line of symmetry. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to trace over it, this time I'll use a pen to make sure it's dark enough, a little bit bigger than the cream heart. Watch what I mean. I'm still starting at the line of symmetry, or the fold, and I'm going around the heart, leaving plenty of space. Do you see the space? That will ensure the heart is big enough. Put that aside. Take this one just in case. Start at the line of symmetry or the fold. Go up and around. Remember, you should be using a pencil, not a pen. Pencils allow you to erase and make mistakes. Okay, let's take this paper, fold it back, and cut. One. And two. Take your scraps, put it in your scrap pile out of the way. And let's put our scissors somewhere safe. And now we're going to glue the cream parts or the white parts into the center of the pink. Again, I'm looking for the parts where the pencil lines are, and that's where I'll put my glue. Put a little glue, flip it and stick it. Try and make sure that your fold lines line up in the middle. That'll just keep it neat. Put a little glue, flip it and stick it. And then we're going to take back the head of our fox, put a little bit of glue at the bottom of each ear, some there, and we're going to put a little on this side. Alright, we're getting there. Can you tell what's missing? The black pieces, the eyes, and the nose. Just pressing it down, making sure it's drying neatly, and I'm going to take out my black paper. With the black paper, I'm going to take my pieces again, move them to the side so they're out of our way, and we are going to fold this in half. You can use a pencil to draw on the black. I know it sounds crazy, but the graphite of the pencil is actually shiny, so you'll be able to see your lines. However, I am going to use a white crayon since I'm using a camera to record myself so that you can definitely see what I'm drawing. Here is my folded line. I'm going to open it up to show you. And we are going to start with the nose. The nose can be a circle, a heart, or an oval, any shape you want. But it is a shape that is symmetrical. So we want to make it start from the line of symmetry. I'm going to pick a spot somewhere on the line. And I am going to draw a rainbow line or a curved line. This is going to be half my nose. How many eyes am I going to need? You're right, I need two. And to draw the eye, instead of touching the line of symmetry like how we have been doing, we are going to draw one over here. Now, I have a question for you. Every time we've drawn a sheep touching the line of symmetry, do you know how many cutouts we have at the end? Our answer should be 1. We usually have 1 heart cut out for each one of these lines. In this case, we will have 1 oval. What do you think will happen when we draw a sheep not near the line of symmetry, and cut it out. Do you know how many we will get? We're going to find out. Let's take our scissors, and on this white line that I've drawn, you are going to cut out your nose. There you go. Now, let's cut out this circle. You can start from anywhere. You could start from here. You could start from here, here, or even all the way down here. I'm going to start where the side where the circle is closest. But what's really important is that when I cut, I'm cutting through both papers. I am not cutting with my paper dangling down like this and cutting out the one. I need to keep my paper closed. I'm going to hold it closed and cut out my circle. If you forgot to keep your paper closed, you are going to end up with one circle. But if you kept your paper folded or closed, you're going to end up with two. That's the magic of folding paper and cutting. You'll be able to get as many shapes as you need by folding and cutting because they will be both the same size and the same shape. This would make for a really cool mask. Ah! Alright, I'm going to take my scraps, put them in my scrap pile, and take back out my little fox. Time to glue on my last three pieces. I'm looking for the side that has all my lines that I drew. I'm putting glue on it to flip it and stick it. And then I'm going to take my eyes, put some glue, flip it, and stick it. Try and get them to be in about the same spot on either side to keep it symmetrical. Awesome. Alright, my friends, here you go. Here is my little fox that I have made. This one is my orange fox to look a little bit more realistic, and here is my pink fox to look a little bit more fun. You can always take your scraps and make extra details for your fox. Did you know that they have whiskers? You could cut lines in your paper like this, and you could glue them on if you wanted to, but that's your choice as the artist. You can make whatever details you want. You could draw eyelashes. Maybe if you made your fox orange, you want to use pink paper for the ears or to color them in pink. You can decide what you want to do to make yours special. I can't wait to see your project, and I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned a lot about math today and art. Did you know symmetry is a word that we use a lot in math? Who knew? I'll see you guys next time.